names like Toyota, Aetna, Kellogg, CVS, and others. The Dow today down 47, the Nasdaq down 9. Allstate, the big decliner today, shares down 10% after blaming more auto accidents for falling short of analyst estimates on earnings and then getting a downgrade today. Good news, though, about factory orders in June, up nearly 2%, mostly on a bump in demand for new commercial jets. The price of oil rose today for a change, up 57 cents, reversing Monday's drop. It's still under $46 a barrel, though. And Atlanta Federal Reserve Bank President Dennis Lockhart says the U.S. economy is ready for its first interest rate hike in 9 years. Fed policymakers meet again in September. I'm Tom Busby, CNBC.
Overturned truck blocking the carpool lane, freeway construction slowing everything down. I travel for work. News like that used to ruin my whole day until I discovered Citrix GoToMeeting. With GoToMeeting, I can meet from anywhere using my computer, tablet, or smartphone. And with HD video, I simply turn on my webcam and it's like being in the same room, which means I can stay productive no matter how bad the traffic gets.
Visit GoToMeeting.com and start our free 30-day trial. That's GoToMeeting.com.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH+. EH+ combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH+ gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. Free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com is the future of online selling. You can use Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. Plus, you can use video to showcase your items. BuySellMakeOffer.com.
Good afternoon, 2:03 Inland Empire weather, sunny and warm through Thursday, cooling down for your weekend, so that's good news, yay. And highs otherwise 90s, mid-90s, overnight lows about 66, 67 degrees. Currently, we are at 95 degrees here in San Bernardino. Checking out your drive, you've got that normal stop and go through the Cajon Pass on the 15 southbound between Oak Hill Road and Highway 138, so be prepared for that. You know how that's been lately. That is not going to let up again this afternoon. Through Corona, some stop and go on the 91 eastbound between the 71 and Auto Center Drive. And the northbound side is a little bit busy there between Magnolia and Highway 91. That means that's on the I-15. That's on the northbound 15, busy from Magnolia to the 91 freeway. That is the very latest with news, weather, and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind, KCAA 1050 AM.
It's time for the KCAA Community Calendar, brought to you exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools. The clear mission of Learn for Life is to motivate and mentor students who have dropped out of school and provide them with the personalized education and technical training necessary to advance their lives.
Here's a look at the KCAA Community Calendar. I'm Di Rice. The Sheriff's Homeless Outreach and Proactive Enforcement Team, otherwise known as HOPE, is launching a positive change, not spare change, community awareness campaign. The goal of HOPE is to educate the public. For instance, statistics show that 65% of panhandlers are not homeless, and when you give money to a panhandler, you may be contributing to a drug or alcohol addiction. Legitimate homeless service providers can channel your donation to real solutions for moving people beyond homelessness. If you or your business would like to support Hope's cause, signs, flyers, posters, and bumper stickers will be available in support of this effort. If you are interested in receiving any promotional materials, please contact Hope locally at 909-387-0623. 909-387-0623. You can also call toll-free at 844-811-4673. That's 844-811-HOPE. Or you can send your request to Hope at sbcsd.org. And that's a look at the community calendar on KCAA 1050 AM.
The KCAA Community Calendar is presented exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools where students can complete their education on a part-time basis. To find a resource center nearest you, call 1-877-360-LEARN or visit Learn for Life online at learn4life.org. KCAA proudly presents The Poorman Show.
On the line right now, three of the guys, Billy Bob Thornton, who I've known since the late 80s, and I even know some deep, dark secrets about him. Right, Billy Bob?
Yes, you do, sir.
It's time for
Radio Hidden Back.
I am very happy to welcome into the studio the Cottonmouth King. Okay, we got somebody else. Hold on here. Let's get somebody else on here. Hello?
I think you need to get a little angry or frustrated like you did before. You don't have to do the dead air stick, but maybe come up with something different.
You know, I've thought about it, and I think you might be single, and I was thinking you and I would probably get along pretty well if we dated, so I wouldn't mind asking.
I live in New York.
So do I. I live in New York and in L.A.
Oh, do you? Oh, aren't you clever?
He started moaning. I'm like,
and
ew,
what was
this
he?
is
And
gross.
This is as he massaged your feet.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, that's so gross. I'm like, sorry, I can't do this.
Have you always been into guns?
Yeah, but I've been from California, so it's kind of stifled. You know, you can't own anything cool there, and you know the laws are pretty strict, and you can't really shoot them anywhere.
I'm telling you right now what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now what's going to happen.
You really never know what's going to happen. Here's the Poorman.
Thank you very much. Those are some moments from the show that you just heard. We had Jesse James on there. We had the Cottonmouth Kings. Susan Sarandon, I said I was going to date her, but she didn't go for that. Anyway, a much bigger celebrity than any of the people you just heard in the opener of this show. Direct and live from Huntington Beach, California, our surf reporter. Let's hit his jingle first, so don't just jump right in. Huntington Henry!
And it's time for the Surf City Beach Report with Huntington Henry.
It's Poorman and Pat Matthews. Another sunny day at the beach. Air temperatures popping off. About 80 degrees again. Some areas, mostly upper 70s. Humidity up a little bit. Wind southwest onshore, 8 to 12 miles per hour. The wind decreases slightly around our sunset, 7:49 p.m. Morning low air temperatures only dropping down upper 60s. Wind calm early around our sunrise, 6:06 a.m. Forecast for tomorrow at the beaches, more of the same. Slightly cooler temperatures expected going into Thursday. The surf has increased slightly from the south. Ventura County Line, Zuma Beach, Malibu, only 1 to 3 feet right now. Should be creeping up a little bit. Water temperature upper 60s. Venice 1 to 3, South Bay 1 to 2. Water low 70s in the South Bay. Height to Beach, Newport, Salt Creek 2 to 3. Small fair shape, upper 60s in the water. Lower trestles 3 to 4. Some small good shape rides. Oceanside 2 to 4. Fair water low 70s. Down there in North San Diego County, surf forecast, slight increase from the south through Thursday. Low tides in the early morning, high tides mid-afternoon. Water visibility is good. And, hey, we made a surfing breakthrough. It's a dirt bike with paddles on the tires in between two skis. So if you see a motorcycle surfing in the lineup, don't be surprised. Visit my YouTube channel, Henry Surf Showcase. Hey, back to you, man. Poorman, man.
What was that again, Henry, that you were describing? It's a vehicle that you ride a surfboard with wheels?
Yes, this guy took a dirt bike, motorcycle. He put 2 skis on the wheels with paddles on the wheels in between the 2 skis, and he's sitting there flooring it in the lineup in big waves at Chopu. The guy's name is Robbie Madison, so it's a surfing dirt bike.
You ought to put that on Henry's Surf Showcase. Why don't you get that video and post it up there?
I wish I got it. I'd have to take it off the news. I don't think I can do that, but I wish I was there, and I'll keep my eyes peeled on him.
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty cool. All right, that's Huntington Henry. Go to his YouTube channel, and he needs subscribers, okay? For those of you who are listening, all 2 billion of you, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Henry's Surf Showcase, okay? Please do it. Give him some love. Show him some love. All right, thank you, Huntington Henry.
Thank you, Poorman.
All right, I want to welcome everybody to the Poorman Radio Show, and this is the deal. I want to approach this rather calmly, even though it makes me very, very angry. Recently, I did a gig where I hosted a concert that featured Berlin, Terry Nunn in Berlin, and the 4019s at a winery in Temecula, California. This concert drew 1,000 to 2,000 people. I hosted the show. I was killing it on stage. It was great. People were drinking lots of wine at this winery, and it was just an awesome time. So this guy who has now started my YouTube channel called Adventures with Poorman, Matt, he said, look, let's have you do some interviews, and we'll have you go around the winery, and I'll capture you on stage, and we'll start doing these videos every week because a lot of people are making a lot of money on YouTube. And anyway, so I go, yeah, let's do it. That sounds great. So yesterday I was talking about the fact that when I do gigs, I like to have a couple of beers, some wine. Sometimes I'll get smashed. But if you're at a winery, what is wrong with drinking a bunch of wine and getting drunk? I don't get it. So anyway, to make a long story short, this video comes out yesterday. We post it on Adventures with Poorman. Nobody gives a rat's ass about this video. I mean, we have less than 100 views, except for one guy and one winery potential. I'm not sure who it is, but the promoter of the event, Greg Hassler, I'm sorry I'm mentioning your name, Greg, but I'm really, really ticked off at you, dude. He starts saying, take down that video. Take it down now. If you guys haven't seen the video, go to YouTube, 3 words, Adventures with Poorman, EP1. All right, it's the first video we've shot. It starts out, it's a 3 to 4 minute promotion for the winery. It's lovely. It shows, and it is a nice winery. Okay, then I'm getting drunk throughout the night. I'm talking to what seems to be a couple of gay dudes, and I make some comments about how I'm a backdoor man myself, and it's just, we're just joking around. There's no gay bashing, anything like that. So that happens, and then some, you know, the whole, what you got to understand is in my career, if you haven't followed it, most people haven't heard the Poorman in the last 20 years, because that's when I was on a #1 radio show in Los Angeles. So to get people to listen to the new incarnation of me is very difficult. And so most of the people that were at this event, I mean, I was as well known as Berlin. I was getting mobbed. People wanted my pictures because I had a huge career in LA radio on KROQ. So it was exciting. It was fun. And you know, so I was making, you know, joking around with these gay dudes. I have nothing against gay people. I think people should date whoever they want. They should. I'm glad gay marriage is legal. I'm totally for it. Look, I feel if somebody was in love with their mule, they should be able to marry the mule, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care who marries who. But, you know, so we were laughing, and then some people in the crowd, I asked some guy who was sitting there with his wife, if, you know, how he liked to take it. And so that's what started the downfall. Then what I guess really ended up happening is we were at the bathrooms probably 2 hours into the concert. Now, midway through Berlin's set. They actually had 2 sets. There was a silent auction for a hospice called Hospice of the Valley in Temecula. Very good. And there was a gentleman who paid $700 for a couple pictures. I know this guy personally. One was of Johnny Cash flipping the bird at San Quentin when he played there, another of Abraham Lincoln. But they were doing a silent auction before Berlin came back on and did their final set. Now, so we were at the bathrooms, and what happened was later on in the night, everybody was drinking a ton of wine, and it got crazy. There were women going into the men's room. There were I was wandering into the women's room while there was a long line out the door and joking around. I didn't see any women naked. Then the guy who shot me taking a leak in the men's room by myself. Nobody else was in there. And somebody said you could see my Magic Johnson. So anyway, this 14-minute video apparently was observed by Greg Hassler, the promoter at Golden Crown Productions. And I just want to make something very clear here right now. This is his modus operandi, okay? He uses people to become the biggest promoter in the Inland Empire. And nothing against him. This is a free economy. I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is a guy attacking me for a fun, stupid video, okay? This political correctness that we're going through in our society, you can take it and shove it up your butt as far as I'm concerned. If I want to host an event and get drunk and have fun, and everybody was having fun, oh, and my God, it shows your winery in a horrible light. Sorry, that's what happened. What we were shooting, then a guy comes up to me, he calls me a joke, then he wants to have a drink. It was crazy. It's just typical. It was a big party. But now we're 40 and 50. We're not 20 anymore. We can't have this. We're upper middle class, white, rich people. It's not anymore about race or anything like that. It's about who has the money and who doesn't. So this guy tells me to take down the video last night, this video that has less than 100 views because there are people offended by this. How can we show the winery in the light? Excuse me, that's what was going on at your winery. And here's the funny part about it, Greggy. Greg doesn't spend any money on advertising, okay? I got paid $350 by the winery. The previous gig I did with him, where Bob Thornton, who can't draw anybody, I didn't get paid a thing. The 4019s, which is a great band, they advertised with me for $350. They also advertised with me for this gig for $350. But the promoter, Greg Hassler and Golden Crown, they didn't pay anything. They get everybody else to pay for everything. So this all goes down, and it's okay. Let's look at the bottom line, folks. All right, so we'll go back to the previous gig. Bob Thornton didn't draw anybody. The 4019s, who I don't think made a cent, they bring in all these people. The people that are closest to the stage pay $100 for a dinner at that event. They paid $100 at this thing with Berlin. They get a dinner, but they still have to buy their wine. The people that aren't inside the inner area with the dinners, they in the VIP area, they pay $45. This does not include buying wine. This does not include buying food. So there are 1,000 to 2,000 people there. The promoter, Greg, and Golden Crown is making a ton of money. All right. I was not paid for my appearance. I was paid for advertising on my radio show. I should have been paid $1,000. I was as well known as any of the bands there, but I wasn't. So this guy is here. They're offended by my video. And what's happening here is the winery is making a ton on their wine sales. The promoter, Golden Crown, that does 30 shows around the Inland Empire, they're making a ton of money on people paying those fees. We're all promoting the you-know-what out of this event. And the reason I'm telling you this is as soon as that guy tells me to take down my video, I know I'm never going to be hired again. Now, he's doing another event, or did another event with some country bands. I guess Britney Spears' sister was one of them. And I say, hey, would you want to buy some airtime, and I'll promote that gig too. The guy turned me down. He said, well, no, we don't have a budget for you anymore. So basically, I know that after I'm told to take down this video, this guy's never going to hire me again. And I'm busting my butt trying to get an audience for this radio show and I'm mobbed at this event trying to get people to listen to what I'm doing now. And this promoter who's making a boatload of money is telling me to take a video down. He'll never use me again. He owes me an apology. Screw it, buddy. Screw it. I'm proud of that video. Everybody go there and watch the video. And if you don't like it, that's okay. Tell me you don't like it. Am I going to take it down? No, I'm not going to take it down. And you know what? You ought to shut your mouth. And if people want to get smart, Golden Crown needs to start spending some of their own money to promote these events. What they did to the 4019s, who have to do it because they want to be able to do their events. And I'm saying this, I'm not, the 4019s are not saying this, I'm saying this. They're a really great band. And I'll tell you one thing, Berlin was awesome, but they were better than Billy Bob. Billy Bob got a free ride because he was Billy Bob Thornton. Nothing against Billy Bob. I used to smoke pot with him and drink. That's all right. But dude, I am so offended at what you did, and that's why I'm talking about you right now. This is probably the first day you listen to the show, isn't it, Greg? By the way, I welcome you to call in. I welcome anybody to call in and comment on this. But, you know, as I told you, we're trying to get an audience here. I don't know if anybody will call in because I don't know even who's listening or not. The number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050. Anyway, I don't care if anybody listens, but I'm just going to say my piece here. And that's, you guys made a ton of money. And to go off on a guy who you wouldn't even pay to host the gig is absolutely disgraceful. And what I did in that video was basically capture exactly what was happening at your event. All right, we're going to take a break here, and then we will be back with more on the Poor Man Show. Coming up, we're going to talk to Casey Fallon and Taylor Plicity. Casey Fallon is a guy who's busted his butt for 20 years to try to make it in the music industry, and I admire anybody who does that because he's got to deal with a lot of promoters like Greg Hassler. That's you, Greg. You're famous now, bro. Woo-hoo!
Have a question or a comment? Then you can send a tweet to the Poor Man via Twitter. @PoorMan1 is his Twitter account. That's @PoorMan, the number 1. So send your tweets or follow the Poor Man @PoorMan, the number 1 on Twitter.
Hi, you guys. Poor Man here. You know how much I love to party, get drunk, make a fool out of myself, but all in all, have a good time with my friends. For that reason, I'm throwing my own party. Join me Friday night, August 28th at Scotia Monahan's in Costa Mesa for the biggest end-of-summer beach party in Orange County. No dress code for this event, obviously. There will be big-time live bands performing. I'll announce those soon. Drink specials, and yes, the unlimited free Scotia Monahan's signature garlic cheese bread. So spread the word, tell your friends, and make your plans now to be there at Scotia Monahan's, Newport Boulevard and 20th Street in Costa Mesa for the biggest end-of-summer beach party, Friday night, August 28th, hosted by me, the Poor Man. Go to ScotiaMonahans.com for more information, and stay tuned for what's going to happen that night. It's going to be unbelievable.
It's all a part of the Poor Man World Tour, so be there at Scotia Monahan's Friday night, August 28th. Leather doesn't have to be expensive. Not when it comes from Lucerne Lapidary and Leather in the Lucerne Valley. Who doesn't like leather? Get leather belts, wallets, gun belts, holsters, rifle scabbards, and original design handmade saddles. But that's not all. There's jewelry, custom design, custom cutting, shaping, engraving, polishing, repair, and more. Even classes in jewelry design. Come see it for yourself in the high desert. Lucerne Lapidary and Leather. 32776 Old Woman Spring Road in the Lucerne Valley. Call 760-885-7777. That's 760-885-7777. If you'd like to talk to the Poor Man, give him a call at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. More of the Poor Man coming up.
All right, we're going to carry this out for one more segment here. If you just are tuning in, a major promoter in Southern California in the Inland Empire, basically told me to take down my first ever video of his concert that he had me host for free, that he made a ton of money on because he felt it was offensive to him and his potential client who he gets to pay for all the advertising. And it wasn't offensive. It was a bunch of people partying, having a good time. Yes, I was sloppy drunk in it, but it was at a winery. So Casey Fallon, by the way, will be coming up, not this break. We're going to spend one more break on this, on talking about this event. There was a silent auction to benefit an organization called Hospice of the Valley in the Inland Empire. Let me just tell you a little trick about promoters, okay? Because I know everything about them. This guy, Golden Crown Productions, they don't spend a thing on advertising. They get the wineries to do it. They get the bands. They probably pay for the bands, or the winery pays for the bands. I'm not sure. Then you pull in a charity, because that way you can get some sort of a write-off, or it looks good. Everybody, pats themselves on the rump for being caring and giving. But let me just tell you, it's a cash grab. It's a cash cow. And the charity is brought in there. I don't care how mad they get. If you made nothing and it went all to the charity, I would feel one way. But your charity is in your own pocket, Greg Hassler, the promoter. Don't you ever tell me to take down a video of what's going on, because you know what? You're never going to hire me again. You've used me already for one concert, didn't pay me a cent, and now you're telling me to take down the video. So now I'm going to give you a little radio spanking like you'll never forget. All right, let's go to Russ, who is there. The Hospice of the Valley did a silent auction in between Berlin's two sets. And Russ, you actually bought a couple of the items they were selling, right?
Hey, yeah, I did. Can you hear me okay? I'm standing in a computer room with about 20 machines running.
Yeah. Just talk a little bit loud like you just did when you first came on. It sounded good, though. Go ahead.
Right. Well, yeah, I was one of the guests at the show there, of course, along with Nat Boyce and David there, who you knew that were helping you with the interviews and so forth.
Right,
and,
they were shooting
around.
the thing. And have you seen the video, by the way, that is supposedly offensive?
Oh, I have, and I don't think it's offensive. It's just goofy and wild and out there. It's not offensive, and anybody that thinks so can KMA.
Should it be pulled off, like the promoter said? Should it be taken down?
No, because it's your adventures with the Poorman. It's your show, not theirs. It's yours. It was your thing.
Right, but nothing was set up. That's what I'm trying to point out, right?
Oh, no. That was all 130% natural environment as it was there on the scene with everybody else.
Right, and there were women going into the men's room at Ween's Winery, and there were...
Yeah, I witnessed it with my own eyes.
Right, and there was a guy calling me a joke, and there was people were drunk and crazy. I mean, how's that different than any other event that you go to or any other concert?
I don't think there's even a distinction between that.
So why should that be pulled down?
Just because it's at a bunch of mandy-pandy, pinky wankers at a winery doesn't mean it's going to be any different.
Right. I don't even, and let's not put down the people that were at the winery either. All the concert goers were having a great time. They weren't upset with it.
Hell no, they were loving it. All of them. Even the dude that had a beef with you wanted to buy you a drink.
Right. And maybe they thought it was gross that I was making out with some chick in the video too. I mean, look, it happened.
Hey, I've been drunk enough too.
Right. And so what did you do at this horrible event where I had to pull down the video? Tell everybody what you did at the silent auction.
Well, I, of course, at the end of the show, they called everybody up who won the silent auction on something for the donation, and I threw down over $700.
You bid $700.
Yeah, a little over, like $756, I think it was, or $7 something.
What did you buy?
Two high-res photo print images, nicely framed, very, very nice. Granted, I probably paid way more than I should have by twice as much each. But I got two very nice high-res photo print images, well-framed professionally. One of Johnny Cash with his classic flip-off photo that's world famous. The other one is a less common but also world famous photograph of Abraham Lincoln at the Battle of Antietam, standing in front of a barracks tent with General McClernand and Samuel Pinkerton.
Okay, now I guess that didn't have Abraham Lincoln's signature on it, right?
No signature, of course. No.
On either one, right?
Neither one. No.
Okay, and then so you spent $750 of your own money, and you're saying that we did nothing wrong in the video we shot. And then, in addition to that, how much were bottles of wine at the winery at this event where you pay $45 for non-VIP to get in, you pay $100 to get a dinner, but you still have to buy your drinks. And how much did it cost for a bottle of wine at that event so that Greg Hassler and Golden Crown could pad their pockets along with the winery?
$38 and some change per bottle. We each bought one at I think it was the mid-range. They had two or three that were a little cheaper, around 20 something, maybe early 30s. Then they had several that were 40, 50, $60.
So how much did you personally spend on wine in addition to your $750 at the silent auction?
Probably $60 worth.
So $60 on wine, $45 to get in. There's $100, and then who knows what everybody else did. So here these people are making so much money. Then they tell me to take my video down. I promoted how heavily. You listen to my radio show, Russ. How heavily did I promote that concert?
Hugely, gigantically.
And the guy's not going to advertise with me anymore, and it's just insulting. So you don't want to do that. I'm gonna. This is what I'm doing. I'm removing your clothes and stripping your promotional company naked and telling people what promotional companies do. Greg, Golden Crown is brilliant the way they do it. I knew it from the beginning. I know your modus operandi. Don't insult somebody who helps you. Don't kick somebody in the butt who's struggling themselves to try to get their career back. You don't even offer me an appearance fee, and I was as well known as anybody there, and you know it. So,
easily. I mean,
anyway,
there's only one
Russ,
person there that was more well known, and that's Terry Nunn, and that's just, go figure,
Yeah, I mean, Berlin is pretty well known, and they've got some big hits. And I'm honestly on the side of the bands. I have no beef with them. It's the promoter, and that for him to attack me and tell me to take down my video. Everybody see the video, please. Everybody, you know what? Spread the word, share it. Tell everybody you know to watch this video. Let's make it go viral, okay? He wants it down. No. Let's see if we can. We have less than 100 views. Let's see if we can take it down. Go to Adventures with Poorman on YouTube. Adventures with Poorman. It's episode 1. Thank you, Russ. We'll be back in a moment with Casey Fallon, a guy who's been trying to make it in music for 20 years.
If you'd like to talk to the Poor Man, give him a call at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. More of the Poor Man coming up. Are you starting a business, incorporating, or forming an LLC? Do you have a business but need legal review of contracts or have other legal needs? If so, then please contact attorney Michael Brown. Michael has over 20 years' experience advising small and medium businesses to be successful and avoid costly litigation. Initial consultations are always free. Please contact us at 949-636-8128 or by visiting us at mwb-law.net. Tired of spending too much money on an ad and then trying to find your ad in the newspaper, buried among hundreds, even thousands of other ads? Isn't it time you got a great deal when you were trying to sell that car, that dining room set, that refrigerator, or offering your handyman services? Now you can in the Nickel Shopper. For as little as $7.50 per week, your ad can be seen by thousands of eyeballs in the high desert, and they're getting the Nickel Shopper for free. Call today to place your ad in the Nickel Shopper, 760-646-3654, or go to thenickelshopper.com for all the details, 760-646-3654. The Nickel Shopper. Coming soon to the IE. Hey everybody, I'm Pat Matthews, Mr. Announcer here on The Poor Man Show, and I'd like to let you know about my services. If you're in the need for voice work, whether it be for commercials, narrations, or even having your personal or business voicemail professionally done, I'm the guy. I promise quick turnaround and great rates. Check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/Pat Matthews Productions, and that's Matthews with 2 T's, or email me at patmatthews@cox.net. I'd love to work with you. Thanks for your time, and you have a great day. Have a question or a comment? Then you can send a tweet to the Poor Man via Twitter. @PoorMan1 is his Twitter account. That's at Poorman, the number 1. So send your tweets or follow the Poor Man at Poorman, the number 1 on Twitter.
We're back here on the Poor Man Show. The big topic of debate is I posted a video of me at a concert that I was hosting, that I was sloppy drunk. There's no denying it. And I was asked to take it down by the promoter of the concert, who padded his pockets with tons of money. I was the host. It was great on stage. In my opinion, he was out of line. I told everybody to go and watch this video. And by the way, after I do this, we do have Kcaa Fallen, music artist, coming up. So he'll be right with us. But we have a review of the video from Jeff from Moreno Valley, California. And Jeff, how are you?
Hey, Poor Man. I'm about 13 minutes into the video, and I can see why he's a little offended. Most of the video plays in the bathroom, man. But it's still fun. But it's not showing the winery much. It's showing the restrooms.
Well, I mean, we weren't hired by the winery to shoot a video. If we did, we would have shot a totally different video. But it was just
okay, 'cause this is probably why they're offended, though. And at the beginning,
well, tell me what they're offended by, because people who haven't seen it, tell me what this is. If you want to, hold on a sec. If you want to, hold on a sec. If you want to see this video, just go to YouTube and put in 3 words: Adventures with Poor Man. Adventures with Poor Man, and go to episode 1. Okay, what are they offended by in this 14-minute video that had less than
the first 3 minutes? At 3 minutes, you're saying the F-bomb and then talking to some homosexuals about being the bottom or something. And that could be it, man.
Right, but the thing is, but wait a minute.
I think it's great, but I can see why he's offended. But
the thing is, I just want to make something clear.
Keep it going, man, because you are who you are, and it is what it is.
Jeff. Jeff. Okay.
But I can see.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make something clear with that first 3 minutes. When I was talking to the gay guys, I was not gay bashing.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, you're talking about gay sex is all I was saying. And that's probably why they're a little offended.
Right. But then did you see how I threw to one of the married people down the aisle in the crowd?
Totally. Yeah. No, totally.
And he was joking about it.
I've seen things that could be construed as offensive, that's all. That's
right,
all.
Okay.
I mean, what do they expect having the Poor Man come in? They should know who you are and what you do. So it's kind of funny that, like you said, they're saying to put it down because it's like, no. This is what Poor Man does. He has fun. And this was an event where everybody is trashed, and you captured it. So, yeah, what can you do? But I could see where he's coming from. But again, you weren't paid to do anything for them, and they allowed you to film. So that's what they get.
Right. All right. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Listen, everybody's entitled to make their decision on it. I'm not going to take it down. All right. Let's go now to a gentleman who definitely does not want his video taken down because it's just been put up, right? It took forever to get it up. We got that sounds kind of phallic, doesn't it? Or sexual. Musical artist Kcaa Fallen is with us along with Taylor Plicity. And Kcaa, you've been in this music business for a long time, like what, 20 years?
No, not that long, dude. Just 10 years. But yeah, it seems like 20 years.
Right. So anyway, I bet you're pretty excited because you just came out with this new video. But explain first the struggle of trying to make it in the music business. I mean, it's very hard.
Well, yeah, with the change of everything, going over to digital and stuff, and all the rules have changed, So it's, yeah. I mean, it's like one moment I'm making, good money, and the next minute I'm starving. So it's up and down. But, it's been really good this last year with the new album. And thank you so much, by the way, for having Taylor and I on your show, because we're really excited to share this new music video. And, she's a big up-and-coming actress. She's in a Miramax film called Pale Horse. Say hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Hi, Taylor. Hey, Taylor,
so
I'm following you now on everything.
Video,
have you noticed that?
Yeah, it goes live in a couple hours. It'll be on our YouTube page in 4K, which is, You know, it's like the new 4K format, which is really high quality, and you'll get to see us in all of our glory.
Right. Now the name of the video is
City Lights. So it's for the City Lights track.
What's it? You know, what's the symbolism?
City Lights is basically like a journey with the one you love, like, you know, like taking a ride, like a car ride with the one you love, and kind of like all of the energy that happens on that ride. So.
And Taylor, I know Casey's in it and you're in it, so you must be the one he loves in the video, right?
Yeah. I mean, at least I'm the one that journeys with him. It's just this really like laid back ambient type video, and the day that we filmed it, it happens to be on and off rain, and which is really rare in LA, at least as far as I've noticed. And so it was just a really overall cool vibe and atmosphere, being able to just like get in a car with a camera and just go and shoot stuff for fun. And then we compiled what we did for fun into the actual music video.
And you know, you're right, because I did notice that in seeing the video. You know, it hardly ever rains in Southern California. That's another song. But, yeah. You know, and it was, you know, with all the dark storm clouds. And also Casey has you wearing like a silver wig because you're a brunette naturally. What was that for, do you think?
Oh, actually, that was my take. I really wanted to just like, because in music videos, he gave me free lands for whatever type of character I wanted to create, and I wanted to create this this very like free-spirited type girl. And I think what says more free-spirited than, you know, a odd string of color hair. So I did a blue wig actually, and that was actually the first way that we ended up meeting online. Was I was cosplaying, which is dressing up like anime and comic characters, and I had a blue wig on, and he mentioned that I looked pretty cool in it. And so I ended up bringing it out to California with me.
Yeah, it's a really good video, and you're extraordinarily hot, by the way. Good choice there, Casey.
Yeah, she definitely is eye candy for the video, and yeah, it's fun, dude. I mean, it was really fun, but you know, after you get done with all the fun shooting stuff, which by the way, it wasn't all fun either. We were exhausted after that. It was like a 12-hour plus shoot to get all that footage, and then. Definitely like 2 months of 12-hour days of me editing it and doing color correction and all that fun stuff, because when you're an independent artist, it means you do it all yourself or you don't make money, you know.
Okay, so give me the schedule. How can they see the video, and then tell us what you're going to be doing on Google later today? How can they see the video?
Yeah, so first time ever, I'm doing a Google Hangout. I've never done this before. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. So if anybody wants to face-to-face with me, ask questions, Taylor's going to be there too, so you can ask her questions about her movies or about the video, anything. We're going to actually do some special announcements that like are really going to trip people out. So there's some stuff we're going to do, and we're giving away prizes. So you'll be able to win a free DVD, CDs, and yeah, it should be like really fun. That's going to be at 6 o'clock Pacific time today, and you can go to our official Kcaa Fallen on Facebook. That's so you put facebook.com/official Kcaa Fallen and click going to the event, and you'll get a link to kind of come and do the hangout with us. You're going to come, right, Poorman?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 6 Pacific. I will definitely do it. And then how do they see the video?
The video, we're going to give out the link. Right now, it's actually up on YouTube already, but it's hidden. So it'll be unhidden right when we do the hangout, and it'll be in 4K, and everyone can watch it. And just so people who don't know what 4K is, it's kind of like when we went from analog to HD. So now it's like HD to 4K. If you don't have a 4K TV, you're not going to see it in full 4K. So, but if you do have a 4K monitor or TV, you're going to see, you know, it looks like you're basically there. It's amazing. If you just have a 1080 HD, then of course you're going to see it in just, you know, amazing HD 1080. So it just depends on what kind of TV you have.
Okay, so that's tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Casey and Taylor, thank you, you guys.
No, thank you, man. Your show rocks, you know, and I hope you keep at it, Poorman. And it's time, you know, where are the syndication people? They need to step up now and actually see that you have a hot show. And thank you so much for always having me part of it, dude. It really means a lot to me.
Always, my friend, always. Best of luck to you. This is Kcaa Fallen, Fallen. The new release is City Lights with Taylor Plicity, and we'll be right back with more right after this.
Have a question or a comment? Then you can send a tweet to the Poor Man via Twitter. @PoorMan1 is his Twitter account. That's @PoorMan, the number 1. So send your tweets or follow the Poor Man @PoorMan, the number 1 on Twitter. Have you seen 4K video and you thought HD was the bomb? 4K is the next great adventure in visual entertainment, and Kcaa Fallen, singer, songwriter, and film producer, is set to launch his latest music video, City Lights, in 4K. Here's a sample. See the video for the first time on August 4th on YouTube in 4K. Also on Vivo, iTunes, and Xbox videos. The new Kcaa Fallen video starring actress Taylor Plicity, City Lights. Remember the premiere date, August 4th. The 4K video release of City Lights.
Hi, you guys. Poor Man here. You know how much I love to party, get drunk, make a fool out of myself, but all in all, have a good time with my friends. For that reason, I'm throwing my own party. Join me Friday night, August 28th at Scotia Monahan's in Costa Mesa for the biggest end-of-summer beach party in Orange County. No dress code for this event, obviously. There will be big-time live bands performing. I'll announce those soon. Drink specials, and yes, the unlimited free Scotia Monahan's signature garlic cheese bread. So spread the word, tell your friends, and make your plans now to be there at Scotia Monahan's, Newport Boulevard and 20th Street in Costa Mesa for the biggest end-of-summer beach party, Friday night, August 28th, hosted by me, the Poor Man. Go to ScotiaMonahans.com for more information, and stay tuned for what's going to happen that night. It's going to be unbelievable.
It's all a part of the Poor Man World Tour, so be there at Scotia Monahan's Friday night, August 28th.
Too many men are wimps.
Linda Gross loves men. Bet that got your attention. Linda is a men's advocate who has helped many men get their balls back. And she can help you. Her proven coaching techniques will skyrocket your confidence and boost you into action in 4 sessions or less. Stop being stupid with girls, in business, or dump a lifelong problem. Go to themensadvocate.com or email Linda info@themensadvocate.com. Mention the Poor Man Show and get 15 minutes free. Also, pick up Linda's book, Mastering Women, on Amazon. Get the straight talk from the woman who knows. If you'd like to talk to the Poor Man, give him a call at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. More of the Poor Man coming up.
You can always call or tweet this show. My Twitter is @PoorMan1. That's the number 1, @PoorMan1. You can insult me there. You can do whatever you want. You know, you're talking to a guy who one time on the radio, and it's amazing I didn't get fired, but I actually, they wanted me to run the board on the radio station. And me running a board, let's put it this way, I should never run a board. But so I was at the controls. My first job, it was the all-nighter on radio station KROQ in Southern California, which is a legendary station that's now falling apart because they don't have me there. Anyway, on and on and on. But I had a big double cheeseburger that I just brought in, an order of onion rings, and a 32-ounce Coca-Cola, not a Diet Coke, a full-on sugar Coke. So I would, this will date me, but I don't care. I would always have a song standing by when I couldn't find the song I was supposed to play. And the song standing by was Wham! Young Guns, Go For It. And so anyway, dead air was approaching because I just was terrible in segueing everything. And I go, I went racing to grab, at that time it was called a cart. It doesn't matter if you guys know what that is. This is early radio. My elbow knocks the 32-ounce Coke. It tips over. I had taken maybe one sip, and it pours like you're pouring a glass of liquid into the control board of the radio station, the entire 32-ounce Coke. and into the control board. And I noticed all of a sudden, all the turntables go, they darken, the cart machine darkens. Somehow only one turntable remained and one cart machine. And a guy who died, Scott Mason, rest in peace, he had to come in at 4 a.m. and somehow solder the radio station back together. I don't know how I didn't get fired, but I didn't. Back to you, Kcaa Fallon. In explaining that, it shows how sometimes you forget the most important thing, and that is I Want to Play City Lights, your new video release that's happening today. Are you and Taylor still there?
Yeah, we're still here. Thanks.
Amazing story, huh?
Oh my God, dude, I was laughing so hard because, you know, I worked in radio too, and I cannot imagine, dude. You must have been freaking out.
Yeah, but I didn't get fired. It happened later. That's pretty cool, huh, Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you guys introduce a song, because I want to play it on the radio. I want to play the full version. And again, give the details at 6 p.m. Pacific time, how they find you for this big interaction with you guys and Kcaa Fallon and the new City Lights 4D video.
Okay, well, you can go to kcaafallon.com and you'll find all the information there, or you can go to facebook.com/official Kcaa Fallon and you'll find the invite, and you just click going, and then just before 6 o'clock there'll be a link that'll go out that'll allow you to join our face-to-face Hangout, Google Hangout. The video is called City Lights. It's for the song off the Atmospheric Disturbances album. So thanks to everybody out there who's been supporting us. We really appreciate it. We're real artists. We do all the work ourselves. We don't have a label writing our music for us. So, and thanks, Poorman, for always supporting the independent artists, because you're like one of the guys that stayed true blue since day one, man. You're a real deal, so thank you.
Always. Thank you, Kcaa. Thank you, Taylor. And here is City Lights for you.
Have you seen 4K video and you thought HD
No,
was
that's the commercial.
4K is the next great...
That's not the song. It's the commercial. I mean, if you can't find it, play the commercial again. I don't care.
Well, unless you want me to go to the website and see if I can find it. And
it was sent to you, the song, I think. That's all right. You know what we'll do? We'll play it in the next break.
You should play the Wham song instead.
Yeah, the Young Guns Go For It by Wham, except nobody can find that anymore, right?
Aw, man.
Who could forget George Michael, who later became famous by going into a toilet in the middle of a park and being pleasured by some dude, right?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Remember?
No,
yeah.
Oh, my God, that's funny. All right, well, hey, if you can't find it, it's okay. You guys can go on Spotify or anywhere. Just type it in, City Lights Kcaa Fallon, you'll find us. Thanks so much, Poorman.
All right. Thank you, too, Taylor. You guys take care. Good job, by the way. I saw the video. I loved it. It was awesome. Okay, so anyway, we have one more break to take care of. I don't know what happened there, but we're not going to play the song. But why don't we play the commercial one more time? At least we can play the commercial for City Lights. So,
have you seen 4K video and you thought HD was the bomb? 4K is the next great adventure in visual entertainment, and Kcaa Fallon, singer, songwriter, and film producer, is set to launch his latest music video, City Lights, in 4K. Here's a sample. See the video for the first time on August 4th on YouTube in 4K. Also on Vivo, iTunes, and Xbox videos. The new Kcaa Fallon video starring actress Taylor Felicity, City Lights. Remember the premiere date, August 4th. The 4K video release of City Lights. Have a question or a comment? Then you can send a tweet to the Poorman via Twitter. @Poorman1 is his Twitter account. That's @Poorman, the number 1. So send your tweets or follow the Poorman @Poorman, the number 1 on Twitter. Hey everybody, I'm Pat Matthews, Mr. Announcer here on the Poorman Show, and I'd like to let you know about my services. If you're in the need for voice work, whether it be for commercials, narrations, or even having your personal or business voicemail professionally done, I'm the guy. I promise quick turnaround and great rates. Check out my Facebook page at facebook.com/Pat Matthews Productions, and that's Matthews with 2 T's, or email me at patmatthews@cox.net. I'd love to work with you. Thanks for your time, and you have a great day. When I say Wave Tools, you think surfboards, right? But not just any surfboards. We're talking boards that just work better. Since Lance Collins polished off his first surfboard in 1969, Wave Tools has been cranking out the best boards money can buy for all of SoCal and beyond. Come check out what a real surf shop is all about. Real surfers hanging out any time of day at Wave Tools Surfboards. Customize that new board with a look that screams you. Wave Tools Surfboard in Costa Mesa. Go to wavetoolssurf.com or call 949-631-0887. The crew is ready to assist you. 949-631-0887. If you'd like to talk to the poor man, give him a call at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. More of the poor man coming up.
All right, I don't know if you guys heard earlier today, Kelly Osbourne was on The View. Kelly Osbourne was on The View, and she was talking to Rosie Perez and Whoopi Goldberg. God, when are they going to put Whoopi away? I mean, can't stand Whoopi. Misopinionated, always gets jobs. Anyway, Kelly was talking about Donald Trump and his comments about Mexicans, I guess something along the lines. Again, I'm not Mr. Political. He said that, all the immigrants are criminals or something like that. And anyway, so Kelly Osbourne was on The View saying something to the nature of, well, if the Mexicans weren't here, then Donald Trump wouldn't have anybody to clean his toilets. And now people are slamming her as a racist. So I'm going to play this 1 minute and 9 second soundbite. And again, we're in a culture right now, just like what I talked about earlier in the show, where you have to be so politically correct and squeaky clean. And this is just ridiculous. It's even an issue. But here is the minute and 9 seconds that made Kelly Osbourne of the Osbournes supposedly a racist. Listen to this.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be.
In LA, they always,
but they don't. Are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that. Okay. Like, I'm not part of this argument with.
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself
needs to look out
probably relies on a lot of these people that he's insulting. I think.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be.
In LA, they always,
but they don't. Are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that. Okay. Like, I'm not part of this argument with.
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself
needs to look out
probably relies on a lot of these people that he's insulting. I think.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
throw me back on.
There's more jobs to be.
In LA, they always.
Okay, well, that was somehow looped together, so you heard it about 8 times. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna say something that will probably label me a racist. I have had cleaning ladies my entire life because I'm a slob. And every single one of the cleaning ladies I've had has been Mexican. And every single one of them have not had a green card. All right. I'm not saying that's the way it is, but a lot of people that clean your house are Mexican or they're Latino. And so what? Does that make you a racist? She's just making a comment because in Southern California, that's it's 60% Hispanic in Los Angeles. I mean, a lot of people are Mexican and they're paid good money and they come into the States, and so what? So she said that. She's not a racist. It's a fact. There's a lot of Mexican people that clean houses. Get over it. Move on. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous to call Kelly Osbourne a racist. I'm more concerned about the fact that I had to hear that thing looped 8 times. And was Whoopi on there? To me, I'm more concerned about Whoopi. And by the way, I'm not bashing her for being black. I just don't like her, okay? She could be green for all I'm concerned, for all I care. She could be, Caitlyn Jenner's twin sister. Really thinking about that, look at Whoopi. It's, just in looks alone. I mean, now I'm not going to go there because then I'll be a racist. So Anyway, thank you all for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for more Adventures with Poorman on YouTube. Bye-bye. Go to Adventures with Poorman on YouTube.
This is KCAA Loma Linda, the station that leaves no listener behind. CNBC News is next, a courtesy of BuySellMakeOffer.com, where you can post a video about items you have for sale. Sign up now. It's free.
Radio. Stocks closing slightly lower today, despite some pretty strong earnings out ahead of the opening bell and a bump up